Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
What is going on, guys? This is Justin with Go Crazy Car Collecting. I just want to first say thank you so much for all the outpouring of love that you've given me over the past couple months. My channel's really starting to grow, and I appreciate you so much. I'm having such a great time. I'm enjoying talking to you guys, getting to connect with some people, meeting new friends. There are people I talk to on a daily basis, and I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for all of you, and it's just been a ride. And so thanks for that first. And then I also have a topic that I want to talk about and then show you some gifts that I got. One of them is really, really cool from a guy here locally. And so just stick with me. It won't be long. But I want to talk to you about the whole debate. Everybody talks about raw versus graded. And then you've got people talking about why would you ever grade cards and send them in and stuff like that. I've only made one submission, but I do like to buy graded cards. And I don't know where that obsession comes from. Like, we started buying our cards graded, and so now we feel like they all have to be graded. And what's that all about? Like, why do we feel that way? Why do I feel that way? I don't want to feel that way, to be honest with you. I want to feel like everything's just as legit, whether it's graded or ungraded, raw, and all the things. And so, for the longest time, I just thought that every vintage card had to be graded, and it just wasn't as legit if it wasn't graded. And so, I just don't. I'm trying to get away from that mindset. For one, my budget is so low in the $25 a month that I get. It's so low that I could do so much more if I was buying raw, and not worrying about the grading. I'm about to finish my Lou Brock run. That was one of the cards I wanted to show you. I'm adding this SGC. Here I am talking about ungraded raw cards, and I have a graded. I have 3 left in my Lou Brock run, and here's my 69 SGC 3. And all of them are SGC, and so I'm going to finish that run SGC, so when I put them in a display case, they're all uniform and things like that. But I'm trying to get away from the old mindset, my old mindset of I just felt like it was less legit. The things that started changing my mind, first off, I have a buddy, the next guy I want to go after is Brooks Robinson, and I want to get his entire run. And I have a buddy who has a bunch of Brooks Robinson cards, and they're not graded. And so he's like, I've got a bunch of extras. You can just have them if you want them. And then my first mind is, oh, are there any worth grading? Should I send some in? And then I'm like, but if I just get them and then have them in my collection, I've got a lot of his run already done just by having these cards. Why do I feel like I have to get things graded? The companies have done their job. John Mangini, you're talking about it being a scam. Whether it's a scam or not, I don't necessarily disagree with you, but whether it's a scam or not, they've done their job, and people will look at that and say, yeah, it's a scam, and then send their submission in to get everything graded, or just keep buying graded cards. And so they've done their job. People want their cards in slabs. People have been doing it for long enough that they want their things in slabs, and I want mine uniform and things like that. So, some cards just look better in a binder or a top loader. Like these are all my mom's. I've shown you guys parts of these. Like, these are all for my mom's collection. Aside from the sentimental value, Warren Spahn, there's not a whole lot. Got a lot of these Spawns in here. Jim Cott. Here's a Stengel, Gil Hodges, 65. This is a beautiful Willie McCovey. I've shown this one. I've wanted to get this one graded. This Ernie Banks, it's in great shape. A little off-centered. There's a bunch in here. Some 62s, league leaders. Bunch more league leaders. Drysdale. Like, love that one. There's a miscut for you too, Mangini. Why? Like those, I don't feel like I need to get any of those graded. I don't want to get any of them graded. I may get Mag Pros and put the flip on it and make a flip that says my mom's collection and things like that, and they'll all be uniform. And maybe that's the route I need to go. It's so much cheaper. Basically, I'm asking you to flood my comment section with reasons why I should stop getting graded cards. Not completely, not altogether. If I can get, my Brooks Robinson cards graded, which a lot of them, to be honest with you, you can get most years graded for under $30 if you're in that 3 range. But like these, there's a Boyer, Mazeroski, Killebrew. These are all Hank Aaron. These are all from my mom's collection. Aparicio, a couple of those. What are these? Joe Torre. I'm not going to get any of these graded. I'm going to leave them all like they are. And they're all wonderful. I love this set. I'll probably buy the rest of this set ungraded or raw and put them all in Mag Pros. All of these that I pulled out. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me, like Dylan, Double D, Dylan's vintage, Double D vintage, his collection, he grades his own stuff and puts his own flips on the Mag Pros. I don't know if I necessarily want to do that, but they look good. Like, why am I not just okay with that? Why is that? That's so annoying to me that I feel that way, that I can't change my mindset. You have cards like this. I'll never grade this card. It's, it's like a $12 card, even autographed. But it's really important to me, to my collection, but it looks good in the Mag Pro. So I may just start doing that. I don't know. Am I crazy? I'm babbling. I'm passionate about it, and I want my collection to grow, and I want things to match, and I want things to look good, and I want to be able to display things. But that doesn't mean everything has to be graded. And I guess I'm just kind of spewing it out to you guys to try to talk myself out of some things and try to talk myself into really building my collection. I have to really, really search for my $25 card a month when I'm getting stuff graded. And if I got stuff raw, I could probably get a couple cards. So that's just how I feel. I did get these gifts. Trevor at Blue Collar Cards sent me this. It's beautiful. It's Keith Hernandez Kellogg's. I'm guessing it's an 80. That's what I thought. I love that. I've got a lot of the Kellogg's, and so I love that. Tommy Herr, rookie card. Love that. Thank you so much, Trevor. Mike over at Jayhawker Vintage sent me some cards. I'm doing this thing. I'm trying to collect, and I am keeping these raw because I want them in the binder, and I'm trying to collect do you guys remember the surf books that had like from 1952 on up to whatever year the surf book came out of all the Topps card of your team? And so I have the Cardinals one from my youth, from my childhood, and I'm trying to collect all the cards in it. So if you have any Cardinals cards laying around from especially the 60s, 50s, but there's some 70s years and even some 80s years that I need. So if you have any laying around and you don't want them, let me know. I'd love to take them off your hands. So anyway, Mike, Jayhawker Vintage, did just that, and he sent me, there's a Shane Dienst, Jose Cruz. Here's a Shane Dienst, 73. Steve Carlton, 69. It's pretty awesome. Carlton, 70. Bob Gibson, 69. Thank you so much, man. Julian Javier, love it. Ken Boyer, 62. There's some, he just sent me Dick Groat, 64. I don't care if they're beat up. Nelson Bryles, rookie card, 65. 65, 10th inning, Triumph. Several of these, most of these I do not have, and so I'm so thankful for that. Nelson Bryles, 66. Then some newer, some 80s, 81s. Here's a Gibson 73. Beautiful card. And then a couple newer ones. So I'm so thankful for that, Mike. Thank you for sending me that. I appreciate you. And then this is the coolest gift. It's Lamar Porter Field. It's a baseball field that was built in 1930 in Little Rock, named after Lamar Porter, who was killed in a car wreck when he was really young. And his parents got together, and this was a memorial stadium to him. And it was used for all the youth through the Boys and Girls Club and stuff like that through like the 30s, 40s, and 50s. And this is mostly about the 40s and 50s because the guy who wrote this, named Willis, Norris and Willis wrote it. But I know Willis. I go to church with him. It's a big, thick book, by the way. I go to church with him. And he grew up playing baseball with Brooks Robinson. And so that's kind of a reason I'm going after Brooks's run. First of all, he's an Arkansan. Second of all, Willis and him played ball together, and Willis knew him well. And so that's really cool. I got to sit and talk with Willis. He, wrote a little message in here to me. I was so thankful for that. Said, Justin, it has been fun talking baseball with you. I hope you enjoy the book In Christ, Willis Calloway. So very, very cool. I'm excited to read this. Thank you, Willis. That's really awesome. He's the guy. If you haven't seen my video, I'll put a link in the description, but he's the guy who sent me his son showed me his Cy Young autograph that he got. He played for the Little League World Series in the 50s. And Cy Young was there. He was an old man, didn't move well, but he autographed a bunch of little cards for the kids. And he still has his. So in-person autograph by this guy named Willis. And so thankful for him. So thankful that he gave me this book. He was so excited to give it to me. It's got pictures in the back of Brooks Robinson and him and all these players. He was called the Lamar Porter Brats or whatever. He even has, I think I just saw, yeah. This is a picture from that Little League World Series with Willis in it. So how cool is that? That's in a book. Same book that has Cy Young in it. So very cool. I'm all about some baseball history. I love it. But please help me in the comments. Just talk me out of having to get everything graded. It's ridiculous. I'm just being vulnerable with you guys. It's stupid. I know it is. You can tell me it's stupid. But I feel that way. I struggle with it. I want stuff graded. I want, when I'm going after this Brooks Robinson run, really, I want it all graded. But if I take all these cards from my buddy, then I'll have a bunch that aren't, and I'll already have a bunch of them. So what's it matter? I can just make my flips and put them all in these things, and they'll all look fine. I don't know. Whatever. There's my rant. It's been fun talking to you. Have a good one. Love you guys. Take care. Have a good week.